We're starting with the news breaking from Brazil. A crane at the venue of the opening game of next year's World Cup has collapsed, killing 2 people. For more on the incident at the Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo, we're going to cross straight live now to CNN's Shasta Darlington. Shasta, just bring us up to date with a few more details. What exactly do we know has happened?
Well, Amanda, this crane was about to put the final piece of roofing on the stadium, which is under construction. We were there just on Monday. This is a serious blow for the stadium builders, for Brazil. The stadium, I have to tell you, was looking great. They just had this last piece of roofing to put in, but as the crane was moving it over, apparently the crane itself toppled, and as you said, at least 2 people were killed. And we've seen on Brazilian media that another person could still be trapped as well. So this is something we're trying to confirm. But this has been a project that's been going along relatively well when you compare it to some of the stadiums that are behind schedule. This is a very professional company, the biggest construction company in Brazil, and they've got projects around the world. So again, a big blow for Brazil, for Odebrecht, the building company, and everyone involved, Amanda.
And we know, Shasta, we've been talking a lot recently about the race against time to get these stadia ready for next year's tournament. Have there been any safety concerns about the constructions before?
Well, Amanda, there always are those safety concerns. Every time you go on to one of these construction sites, there are signs everywhere warning workers, your kids are waiting for you at home tonight. Let's keep it another accident-free day. This is pretty universal. They are working against the clock. But again, I have to say, the Sao Paulo arena, which was being built for the Corinthians team, was pretty much on schedule. They have most of the seats in. There was just one side of the stadium that they still need to put in the seats. The grass is in. It's looking great. When we were there, they were basically just trimming the grass and getting ready to put this last bit of roofing on. So I'm sure they were under pressure like other stadiums, but this isn't like Manaus in the Amazon or Cuiabá in the remote west where they still have to even begin putting the seats in. This is a stadium that was pretty far along. It's been very rainy in Sao Paulo lately, I can say that. It was a very muddy construction site when we were there the other day. But these construction sites are really trying hard to keep them accident free, and they know that the world's, the spotlight is on them. They do have to take extra care, Amanda.
And what impact do you think this might have, if any, on the chances of Sao Paulo hosting the opening ceremony, the opening game of the World Cup next year?
I mean, I would say this really won't have an impact. They're obviously, as far as the works are concerned, are going to be pushed back a little bit. They're going to have to rebuild what was destroyed. I think this will be more of a moral impact. We were there on Monday. People were excited. They were talking about how the first game that they were going to play on the pitch was going to be with the workers on the site. So I think that's where it's going to be emotional. It's going to be a real morale killer. This is something that nobody wants to see happen. And of course, it doesn't reflect well on Brazil as it's preparing to host this huge event. They're building or refurbishing 12 stadiums, so it's going to make people ask, well, how is the construction at these other sites? Should we be worried about the quality of the sites? And are there dangers to fans? I think those are questions that we can't answer at this point, but they're certainly going to be asked, Amanda.
Thanks very much for now, Shasta. I can tell you also that the Jerome Valcke, who's the General Secretary of World Football's governing body, FIFA, has tweeted in the last few moments. He's said, extremely shocked by the news from Sao Paulo. Our thoughts are with the families of the victims of this accident. We're currently awaiting further details from the authorities who are investigating this tragic accident. Just to confirm that 2 people have died. There are reports another is trapped after the collapse of a crane at the construction site of the Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo. That is breaking news. We, of course, will update you with any more as and when we get it.